So what's next for me? I want to talk about this. You're not going to want to miss this because maybe it'll help inspire you in your life. So without a shadow of a doubt, I get so much out of making these videos and coaching people. It's just the most rewarding thing in the world when somebody comes back and says, "Hey, you gave me my life back. You picked me out of the pit of despair. You made it possible for me to have hope again." And that is just so rewarding. I feel like people who comment and are in the Facebook group and follow what I do and support what I do, like, you are my tribe, right? You are the people that get me. And it's just, tinnitus is a very painful thing and it can be very destructive, but it's also ironically brings people together. It bonds people because people are like, hey, we've experienced this very difficult thing. We have this in common. And a lot of people find hope in knowing that they're not alone. So if you have tinnitus and you feel alone, you're not alone. So what next for me? I think that I've always wanted to do something meaningful and impactful with my life. I always wanted to make some kind of mark in the world. And I guess for a long time, I always defined that by materialistic standards and how much money I achieved or clout or status I obtained. And I realized that making a lot of money and having all these nice stuff or whatever, it's very fleeting. And for one, it's really hard to keep hold of it because things are always changing. Situations are always changing. Inflation can come out of nowhere. And your standard of living you had 10 years ago would just be wrecked now, right? I mean, I remember $50,000 a year, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. That was a lot of money, right? My dad raised a family of four, on $50,000 a year. So, but now that's that's pennies, really. Not really. I mean, it's not pennies is what I'm trying to say, but it's just it doesn't go as far as it used to. So things are always changing, and I feel like people's dreams have got to evolve with the times and with the certain set of just circumstances and situations that we're in. So for me, really continuing to make videos and reaching out to people that are suffering from tinnitus, at the same time continuing to release music. The reason releasing music is so profound for me is because tinnitus was something that robbed me of music. It did. It robbed me of my silence. The hyperacusis is really hard when I have bad hyperacusis to make music. I have to make music because I quit making music after I had tinnitus. And for me, it's just a way to stick it back to tinnitus and say, screw you, tinnitus. You're not going to steal this from me. But it is difficult when I sit down to make a track because I am worried and I have to put headphones on a lot of times, especially if I'm tracking vocals and am I turning it too loud? And sometimes I'll listen to I'll have music on headphones for 3 hours and I'll take them off and my ears will sound a bit muffled, a bit fatigued, and I'll have to work through that. But I'm not going to quit making music. And for me, moving forward is making music, continuing to grow this channel, and reach as many people as I possibly can, and help as many people as I possibly can, and coach as many people as I possibly can, and get everyone to the place that you're no longer bothered by your tinnitus, and just really let go of the things I can't control, because I've found myself plagued with so many thoughts that don't revolve around tinnitus. And it's funny because I can show you the way forward with tinnitus. I coach people, I help them move forward. But in my own life, with different thoughts that don't revolve around tinnitus, revolve around other things, I feel like I'm an absolute beginner, and I'm having to be like, oh my gosh, how do I get through this and how do I get through that? And I just want to tell you, you're always going to be a beginner in some area. Even when you get 67 years old, there's going to be different areas you're going to be a beginner at. And we never completely arrive in life where we've mastered everything. And I think that's the most beautiful thing about life. And it's just me just being realizing that, I may have gotten this to a good place, But then I have these other things too as well. And I can choose to like kind of see that as a negative thing and be like, oh gosh, I can't get my crap together. Or I can see that as like, you know what? This is a place for me to be humble and start as a beginner and let this be a platform that launches me into something beautiful. So moving forward is just to go easy on myself, be there for myself, continue to do music as a big middle finger to tinnitus, grow this channel, reach it as many people as I possibly can, and tell you all that you have hope. And if you want to join the Facebook group, link is in the description. If you can sign up, get 20% off a coaching session with me if you'd like to. In the meantime, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, comment below, and I will try to comment back as many people as I possibly can. Until next time, peace.